Welcome back to the Taste Buds Podcast. As always, it's Drew, aka Big Red Belly.
An AKA sauce.
And Kenneth, also known as Infinite K. I'm back, and I'm going to take the front wheel with this one. And how are y'all doing today?
Pretty solid. I just met with my financial advisor. This is not a joke, though it might sound like one. It was a good conversation about my future, but I don't have anything else interesting to say.
Hell yeah.
I mean, yeah, I hooked Andrew up. It was a little awkward because he said he doesn't usually deal with clients that have under $1 million net worth. So I had to do a little workaround there, but yeah,
All my money's tied up in
told me a
investments.
little
It's
bit
not
about it.
even. It's not that big of a deal.
And speaking of investments, you want to talk about your over 4 million shares you have of a stock?
Well, it's a crypto, not a stock, but it's actually going up right now. It's Bonk crypto, and I just bought like $20 worth, and it was like another 2 million shares worth of Bonk, and it's going up right now. So if it goes up by like a few decimal points, maybe like 1 or 2, I'm rich. So it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, Andrew, the stock is being traded, or the crypto is being traded at 0.00001 cent.
Mm-hmm.
So like $1 gets you like
If it-
500 shares or
Exactly.
whatever.
And if it goes up, you just
A lot
blew.
more than that.
Yeah. And I have 2 million shares of it, so if it goes up by like a few decimal points, I'm rich. So that's all you need to know. But I'm already rich. You know, I've been working getting that bread. Anybody gonna ask me how Ben, how was your day?
My day was pretty good. First day of class. So I'm back in the 757.
Yeah.
I've been collecting cards. I've actually spent like almost $300
Hell yeah.
on cards over the past 2 days. Yeah. It's been a little crazy. I did buy a graded rookie Justin Verlander card, Kenneth. My only
Ooh.
MLB card I've bought.
Of when he was
Because,
in
of
Detroit.
course, he went to ODU. Yeah.
I fuck
From
with that.
2006.
Oh yeah. Before I was born. Let's go. Isn't that crazy? That is crazy.
That is crazy. Were you born? You were born in 07.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And Luke's 08. That makes sense.
Yep.
That's irrelevant.
I got a Drew Holiday card from Australia.
Ooh.
It has a signature on-card signature, and it has a game-worn patch, and it's numbered out of 49.
Ooh.
It's pretty cool. How much was that?
It was 50 Australian dollars, which is like 35 US dollars.
Okay.
That's not bad.
No, not
I
at
still
all.
have to grade it though, which costs like $22.
Yeah, that does. How many cards did you send in to grade?
I haven't. Yeah, I literally just ordered them, so I have to wait.
Oh,
for them to
heard. Kenneth, how was your day? How are you doing?
I woke up this morning. I was like, it was pretty good, and then I went to work. I worked. It was a pretty slow day, but I got some bread, in the bank, and then now I'm here and I'm about to pot. We're potting. It's a great day.
Did you go to the gym?
I might go later.
Heard.
Who
How long
knows?
is it open till? Or do you do Planet Fitness?
It's Planet Fitness. It's 24 hours.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Well, you want to start us off?
Yeah, I'll start us off. Today we're going to be talking about the divisional round, and then we're going to go to our predictions for the AFC and NFC championship game, and then we're going to go over a quick recap of the college football national championship, and then I'll talk about some MLB stuff, and then one of y'all will talk about NBA stuff because I don't know ball about NBA.
I don't think we're talking in NBA today.
Probably at least Jimmy, and that might be
yeah,
it.
probably Jimmy Butler.
yeah.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. I'm
We
a
just
bit
say it
sad
right
about
now. Yeah, Jimmy
Yeah.
tore his ACL.
Yeah, Jimmy
It's
Butler
unfortunate.
tore his ACL, and it's a sad day for me, for the Jimmy Butler
As a
fan.
I
Jimmy
love it
fan,
though
yeah.
when players like post on social media that like they like determined to come back. Did you see he was like, "I'll be back before you know it," with a picture of him smiling on the sideline after it happened?
I don't
No, I
know.
didn't see that.
What else do you think he can? Not to be a hater right now when
No,
he
yeah,
gets
he's
hurt.
pretty much done.
He's
So
already no, he's not. He was strictly like the shot volume is not there anymore, and he was basically he's still an amazing defender and he's super smart, and he was still good at like passing and everything, so he was a good connector. But for the money he makes, he's super overpaid because he just can't score like he used to. And even minus this injury, he still has like not like been extremely healthy. So I don't know if I don't like to use the word cooked like a lot of people do, but I don't know when he comes back what it will even look like. Like for the Warriors, they're just fucked a little bit. Like they were
yeah,
already kind of fucked with everything because they didn't Kaminga also recently requested a trade.
Yeah.
another
And then
one.
I heard I heard someone say that that's like Furkan Korkmaz requesting a trade, which is a little which is hater shit. Do you remember when he requested a trade 4 times?
I didn't know it was four.
Yeah, he did it 4 different times. And then the second he left the Sixers, he was dropped and he's playing overseas. But I hope Jimmy comes back and just is it like if he's just the same player right now, he's already a little cooked. But like when you put in perspective of the fact that everything that he's already like him as a current player right now before this injury is already just like on a downgrade, no, a down tear, whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know the word I'm looking for. I don't know if it's I don't know what it means. That's all I got. I mean, go a little in
And
depth on the Jimmy injury. I don't know.
Ryan, a friend of the pod from class,
Uh huh.
he said, "Dude, I think Giannis is going to be traded to the Warriors." Because like I
For
saw
Jimmy,
like Jimmy Butler, Kaminga, Pods, and 4 firsts for Giannis. And I was
would you
like,
want that?
no, I don't. I mean, we went from getting like a player like Cat as like the big person, like the big
You want
salary
pods,
person, to
bro?
getting Jimmy Butler as the filler. They were literally getting
Yeah.
nothing in that center. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why you do that.
Well,
Just send him to OKC
yeah.
and ruin the NBA.
Yeah. How do y'all feel about Giannis' reaction to being booed? Because in 2021, he was booed, and he was like, "We deserve to be booed with our performance on the court tonight." And now, obviously, he was booed last week, and he was like, "I've done so much for the city. I lead Milwaukee in every single statistical category. I don't know why they're booing me after this. I've never had supporters turn their back on me. It's different."
Man up. I
I don't know
don't
why he's
know.
taking it. Yeah, I don't know why he's taking
Yeah,
it
I
to
don't,
heart.
like,
And
dude. It's like
yesterday, in a presser, he said they asked if he'll finish the season with Milwaukee, and he said, "I don't know. I'm taking it day by day." So
and I don't want to bring it. Well, I guess I can bring it to me, but I just the Sixers are in halftime right now. They've been booed like 4 times. We're down by 3 on a back to back without Joel and Paul George. No, like man up, bro.
so funny. Yeah.
Like, like I don't know. If the other team gets a steal and gets like like just like a fast break off a steal, there's a
Uh-huh.
booth that will come down. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like that's just kind of that's part of the NBA a little bit.
And we were fully healthy against the Timberwolves at home, who didn't have Anthony Edwards,
He
and
has
we
been
were
missing a
down
couple games.
30 at halftime. We lost by
Julius
40.
Randle has turned up though, to be fair.
Yeah.
But
All right. Well,
we weren't going to talk about the NBA at all. Actually, I asked Ben
Yeah.
that was
before
the
if he
first
wanted to
thing
talk
we
about
said.
the honest stuff, and then he said no, and then he brought it up, so I had to answer.
Yep. Yep.
Let's go to the bulk of the show. Let's get to the NFL.
Yeah.
Kenneth, you start us off.
All right. So for the Broncos Bills, we'll start off in order from the beginning of the week to the end of the weekend. We have the Broncos and Bills. I just want to say, if you weren't a Bo leaver before, I will welcome y'all to Bo leaving. I'm not gonna
Hey, I
deny y'all.
I stamped myself on the podcast saying that I've changed my mind
I do remember that, and I appreciate that you changed your
because
mind.
he hasn't. I think he's improved. I think he's clutch, and it really 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 sucks that he's not playing it.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
Mhm.
But this was definitely a contender for game of the year, I will say, and
Oh
definitely
my gosh,
it's
yeah.
easily the best game of the playoffs. Back and forth, the stakes were super high for both teams. The Bills being with Josh Allen, no Patrick Mahomes, no Lamar,
No Burrow.
no
No, yeah.
Burrow, and just both performances or the performances from both sides just was amazing. Josh Allen went 25 for 39 for 283 yards and 3 touchdowns, but he had 2 interceptions. He played kind of sloppy with the ball. He did have a few fumbles
the
there
fumbles,
too.
bro.
Yeah,
The fumble
Yeah.
to give them points, that was terrible.
yeah. And then Bo
'Cause there was-
Nix. Oh, sorry. You-
No, just to speak like quickly a little bit on that. I think that's a failure of coaching, which we'll talk about later, and Allen doing that. Like they have 12 seconds left, no timeouts. You're not going that far. You're never going that far.
Yeah.
That's a stupid risk. That's one of the reasons they lost the game. But that you keep going. I just wanted to talk a little bit how stupid that entire thing was.
Yeah, I wasn't even expecting that to happen at
And
halftime.
I was like, no, you thought we were just going to go into half.
Yeah,
But
because a
great play by the
touchdown and then
Broncos.
and then Bo Nix went 26 of 46 for 279 yards, 3 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. Both quarterbacks delivered, and both defenses stepped up when it mattered. Marvin Mims continued to look like the number one, or he looked like the number one receiver for Denver this week. I mean, he had like 80. He had like most of the targets, most of the catches. Obviously, Pat Bryant was impactful like at the very beginning of the game before leaving with the concussion. He had like the first 3 plays going to him. They didn't have Troy Franklin due to a concussion as well, which wasn't great. I know Marvin Mims had a little bit of a concussion, but then he came back, I think. Little Jordan Humphrey, his catch or his dropped ball was very unfortunate on the first drive.
That was a bad one.
Right through the breadbasket. Shout out our guys from Breadbasket. We love them.
These guys are
Fan of
awesome.
the pod.
Oh yeah.
They're a fan of the pod.
Yep.
Okay, haven't heard them shout us out yet. I might not have seen that one.
No, collab's on the way.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Heard.
But Marvin Mims played really well. He was the leading receiver in the entire divisional round between every receiver in the playoffs. And coming into the game, it felt like whoever won this matchup was probably heading to the Super Bowl, but everything, changed after the game when the Broncos won. You want to know what happened, guys?
What happened?
I was at the gym after, I was on the mill, doing my warm up. I'm just walking, and I see Underdog NFL tweet Bo Nix out or season-ending surgery on ankle, and nothing else. I didn't see Ari Merov post. I didn't see anybody else report it. I was like, did Underdog get hacked? Like, that's kind of weird for them to just post, and I didn't see anything before, because they usually post after like Ian Rappaport or Ari Merov like post before. And nope, it was real, because Ari posted right after saying Bo Nix suffered a broken ankle and is out for the remainder of the playoffs. And it sucks as a Bo lever. And I love Bo. I want to get his
as a
jersey.
football fan.
That too, yeah.
Just like this game might suck. I know that. I don't know. I don't know if Stiddy's got it. I hope he does. I hope it's a good game.
Yeah. I think Stiddy's got it. I mean, when Sean Payton
Stidler.
We're
first
going to the Stiddy party? Okay. Okay.
when Sean Payton first joined the Broncos, his first signed player was Stiddy, and he also re-signed him this offseason. So something's going down with Stiddy party. He also, fun fact was, I'm gonna talk about this after, about the Stiddy party. I'm just gonna continue with the post
It's
game.
crazy. The Broncos are the only team in the NFL this season not to have a backup quarterback throw a pass.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
And now they're gonna have it happen in the AFC Championship game.
Got the AFC Championship the entire game. Is there anyone to sign? Why isn't Drew Brees coming out of
Taylor
retirement?
Heineke?
Wait, Tyler Heineke's not even a bad option. Am I crazy?
He's not.
I feel like that's not even. I don't know. They're sticking with the guy. I don't know.
They should have gotten Tim Tebow.
Nope. No, they shouldn't
no.
have.
How poetic. Back.
Tim
Oh.
Tebow wasn't that good when he
Mile high.
played.
I know.
But
I don't know if we want him now.
Tom
Drew Brees
Brady?
was at least awesome.
the
Tom
morning,
Brady's making $20 million broadcasting. He's okay.
Yep. And the morning after the Bo Nix news, I think it was 2 days after, the Buffalo Bills fired Sean McDermott. Crazy move. I think it needed to happen, kind of like with Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh.
I agree.
They just kind of Sean McDermott had like 7 years of time in the AFC, led them to the playoffs, and couldn't get the job done with one of the best quarterbacks in the entire league in Josh Allen.
He's not an elevator.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And also this year specifically, he's not to blame. I think his biggest flaw was obviously that the decision to try to make it happen at the end of the first halftime. But this year, he wasn't the problem. I think he elevated a defense that had a lot of injuries in the secondary throughout the year. I think he was. This was his best coaching year of his career. But every other year, it has not been like that.
Yeah.
He has had terrible coaching malpractice, which loses them playoff games. The fact that I always forget the time. Was it 15 seconds, guys? When they lost against the Chiefs?
13.
13 seconds. That is a coaching problem. The fact that was allowed to happen, that should never happen. So even though that maybe don't blame him this year, it's been since 2021 that he has failed. And when you look at other teams that have elevators, imagine Ben Johnson with Josh Allen.
Oh.
Caleb has extreme flaws. And obviously Josh Allen, this is his worst playoff game of his career. And maybe we'll get a little into that, how much blame you actually can put on him as an individual player.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I hope they destroy the coaching hire, just like I hope the Ravens destroy the coaching hire. Imagine if we get these unbelievable guys in perfect scenarios. And I think the Bills have one of the best. They have one of the best, most desirable markets because they've had a history of being extremely loyal to their coaches and extremely behind them. And you have this already, extremely good contender type team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think if there's any, if this is the best place to go if you're a coach, in my opinion.
Yep.
Yeah.
The only thing,
so we'll see what happens.
The only thing, if you do join this head coaching job, is to get a true wide receiver one. Because
do you think that's more important, or do you think getting a star edge rusher is more important? Because fun fact, guys, every single playoff it's been since 22 or 21. The the Bills have only recorded one sack in playoff losses since 2022 or 2021.
I mean, they
don't
didn't
like.
they didn't have a single sack in this game. I know that.
No, I'm saying no. They haven't had a sack recorded in a playoff loss since 2022, 2021, which means they just don't sack the quarterback in losses, which is a huge problem. I think they should sell the farm for guys like Myles Garrett, for guys like what's up?
I feel like I've heard this before.
Did you hear this?
The exact quote: "Sell the farm for an elite edge rusher."
I know. This is what we do. I don't know.
Well, this is what I was gonna bring up.
Do you think they
kind
need
of-
an edge rusher or wide receiver more? Because that's the question I was going to come at you guys with.
Kenneth, would you trade a first-round pick for AJ Brown if you're the Bills?
Ooh,
Yes.
I would say yeah, because AJ Brown's is a really good wide receiver, and he's not happy in Philly.
No, he's not. I think he's still really good. I tweeted about it immediately after. I was like, all these Philly fans that are saying get him out of Philly, bro. Stick him with another like a competent coordinator. I don't know. Like if you there was one stat where it was like how many times like a quarterback puts the ball in harm's way. Jalen just like he just doesn't put the ball in harm's way. He he almost is like calculating before every pass. Should I take this risk? And usually he doesn't, which could be a problem. And I think that's why Patullo tried to be so conservative. But it doesn't. First off, that doesn't work. Second off, we've seen him elevate in the playoffs and in single games. Like he's not just a nobody. Sorry, I don't know how we just got on Jalen Hurts. Oh, we're talking about AJ Brown.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, the AJ. I want to keep AJ. I hope we don't trade him. But I think it's more important for them to get an edge rusher than a wide receiver because.
Yeah, I mean, Rousseau just disappears in the playoffs, and so did Joey Bosa this past season.
Yeah. And it's not like they're getting any younger, and it's not like they're, especially Bosa. Like Bosa had an extremely healthy year for his like track record.
Yeah.
Like they should do everything to get Myles Turner. I'm not a huge TJ Watt guy. That's what I meant. Yep, Myles Turner is a center on the Pacers.
Bucks.
Oh, nope,
Bucks.
not even right. He is on the Bucks, and he went to Texas.
Ooh.
Do y'all know that?
Nope.
Yep, because he put up the hook'em horns in the Sunday Night Football. Yep, you saw that?
I do not. No, I just I recently looked at some Texas alumni, and there's a lot of guys from fucking Texas.
Damn.
Like a lot of centers. Jackson Hayes is from Texas.
NBA.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. You guys can shut me up. I don't know. I just get going.
Basketball? Oh yeah.
Yep.
To wrap up the Broncos Bills recap, I have a little story, little statement. The Broncos will turn to Jarrett Stidham to lead them to the Super Bowl, as Bo Nix was injured on the second to last play in overtime, and at first there was no obvious sign of how serious it was, but as the night went on, like after the news broke, the picture like became clearer. Photos surfaced of him grimacing after the QB kneel and him on the sideline. He was grimacing, and then during the post-game interview, he wasn't even putting any weight on his right leg. I don't know if you saw the full picture, but he had his right leg lifted up, like bent, to like keep the pressure off of it.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, you have to like not show any signs of weaknesses and whatnot.
No, he's a dog.
Yeah.
I love. He is a competitor. He is. I love Bo Nix as a player. He's awesome.
Oh yeah.
And I hope the Broncos win. I don't know.
No.
How can you not root for them? Well,
Exactly.
Sean Payton. But.
And now
Ben, do you have anything
Denver-
else on this Bills Broncos game?
No, just Keon Coleman needs to be banished.
Well, he will be. I don't think there's any chance that.
You're supposed to be
drops
our
him in
number
zone.
one.
And he can't front
Well-
block, and he's just a bust.
Yeah, he's pretty bad. I do. They promoted their general manager to what's it called? President of Football Operations, which means he's going to be in charge of a new coach. Their general manager has hit like 2 Pro Bowlers in like the last like 4 or 5 years. He's terrible. He's not a good. He's not a general manager. I feel like that's so confusing that they're getting off Dermott and they're doing that. I feel like that's just needed to be mentioned. That's just stupid.
Yeah.
It's just a terrible decision. I don't know. Y'all have anything else?
I'm just gonna wrap up the thing, and it's
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you did.
And then we'll go to the Niners Seahawks, which will be quick because that game
sucked.
quick. But the Denver season rest in Stiddy's hands, and obviously nobody expected Bo Nix to be hurt because he was completely fine. But I mean, Denver believing has never felt stronger. As postseason has shown us anything, belief is what matters, and believing is strong. And I'm believing in Stiddy. Next, we're going to move on to Niners Seahawks. The Seahawks essentially won this game in the first 10 seconds, let's be honest. The opening kickoff was returned for a touchdown, and from that moment on, San Francisco just, looked awful and looked defeated. They didn't even look awful. They just looked defeated. Seattle...
They were outclassed.
Controlled the game from start to finish and just looked like the dominant team that they've been all season. I believe if the Niners were fully recovered or fully healthy, then
they'd put up a real fight.
Yeah, it'd probably be.
They wouldn't roll over.
Yeah, they would probably put up a fight, maybe win the game, and they were not only missing George Kittle with his Achilles injury, but they were missing Nick Bosa with an ACL, Fred Warner with his broken ankle, Brandon Ayuk with probably his AJ or Antonio Brown type of thing or type of shit.
Yeah, he might just not play anymore. I think he's healthy. He's just out.
Yeah, and then Sam Darnold embodied his toughness in this one after playing through a strained oblique he sent a message to the playoff or to the NFL world that he is legit. Little post-game notes and injury updates for the people that aren't really following the NFL. Zach Charbonnet suffered a torn ACL. A big loss for Seattle's backfield because now it's just going to be K9.
K9's better.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
You didn't know that? That happened during the game. Did you not see K9's game? K9 popped off. He was so good.
I didn't know
people were great afterwards.
I didn't know Charb tore his ACL till the other day, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
I think a lot of people were kind of tuned out of this game because it was over pretty fast.
Yeah,
but K9 had 145 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's what K9 does.
No, K9 is better. I think that they give the ball too much to Charbonnet. I don't see this as a big loss. I think K9 is the reason that their offense was humming. Darnold had a great efficient game. He was a 120 yards or something, and Jigba only had 19 yards total.
Yeah, he had 3 catches.
It wasn't even like their guys popped off. It was the defense was as advertised, top 2 in the league. Some of the best defenses we've seen in since I guess last year's Eagles. It's that good. It might be better. And the Niners just got fucked.
Yep.
I think, Ben, do you have anything on this game?
No, not really. I think it shows more about how bad the Eagles were, that they played the same San Fran team at home. And
that's why I think that I agree. The loss showed more the loss to San Fran showed more about the Eagles' flaws than I think San Fran's strengths.
Yeah.
I would agree fully with that. Do you have anything else on this game? I think
Sam Darnold's
what's his name
oblique, I guess it's just.
I think he's just gonna keep playing. Salah's gone. That's kind of a big deal because I think he did his best to get out what he could out of this terribly injured riddled defense. I think he was solid. Do y'all think he should get a head coach? Coaching position, or should he be relegated to coordinator for right now?
I mean, he already has a head coaching position.
Oh, I forgot he got hired. Right.
Yeah, I was about to
I
say
forgot that just happened.
I was
I
about to say
haven't
it.
put any thought in that. My B.
But yeah, Sam Darnold played through a strained oblique, something to monitor heading into the next round. But before the game, he didn't throw a single pass in practice for like 2 weeks. So he looked fine. I mean, he did grimace a little bit on some hits, but he's a dog. But
I love Darnold. He's cool.
And then last but not least, Robert Saleh was announced the new head coach of the Tennessee Titans. I think it was a 3-year, maybe 5 years with the Titans. I think.
I haven't even put any thought into this. I don't like it that much.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Saleh was wrongfully blamed for the Jet stuff. I do think that he was a scapegoat and he wasn't the problem. But I don't know, committing to him to try to fix another broken organization, the Titans roster is the worst in the league. And when you're putting a guy that you already know can't elevate a terrible, terrible roster into a position of a head coach power, I don't know. I feel like that's I don't get the thought process behind it fully. I feel like the Titans would have really been awesome with one of the Kubiaks, obviously because they're the best. But I don't know, or a young coach or some new guy. I don't know. This guy has been established for a while, and we kind of know what he is. I don't know. I don't like it that much. I haven't put any thought into it. That's my first take because I think Ward's good, and I don't know if this does not help Ward at all.
It'll help out their defense.
It will, but I mean, they unlike the Jets, who didn't really have this cemented franchise guy. I think that Ward can be that.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I would try to help my own quarterback, just like how Cliff Kingsbury helped Jaden Daniels. That's a terrible organization that got a guy that can scheme up an offense to really help him, and I think it helped Jaden Daniels a lot. Again, quickly get used to the NFL, where it's been terrible over the Titans. Their coaching staff has been terrible when Ward got there, and I don't think this move is helping them. That's my opinion on this.
I feel like it'll only help them with their defense and how bad it's kind of been, because their defense.
Do you see this as their long-term head coach?
I mean, they do, because they got him for 5 years.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later, actually. I was about to say another head coach that got signed to a 5-year deal.
But this is actually Robert Saleh's third AFC South coaching job. He coached
is insane.
He coached with the Texans. I'm about to coaching history. He coached with the Jaguars, and then I don't know why it said the third. There's only two. AFC South. Oh, the Texans and then the Jaguars. He was a linebacker coach with the Jaguars, and he was only an intern quality control to assist linebackers for 5 years with the Texans. That was his first job. And then he went to the Niners after the Jaguars to be a DC, and then went to the Jets as a head coach, and then came back to the Niners for a year. And now he's on the Titans for 5 years. See how long that goes.
Well, we'll see. Yeah.
But
I think they should have gotten an offensive-minded guy for Caleb.
I did too.
I
think I'm offense for everyone, unless you have a very good coordinator. Because again, every single offensive coordinator you see that does well is getting poached for a head coaching position. So it's just I don't know. I feel like that's the mentality.
And you see how different, the difference between the Bears and the Jets are.
Mm-hmm.
Jets got a DC. They didn't even have a single turnover in the entire season.
Yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
and I don't even think that Aaron Glenn is completely like wash or like bad. Their roster sucks.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is like kind of the same thing that Salah's going into. And say Salah picks or gets the perfect offensive coordinator. They have the best. Like usually they get signed for 2 or 3 years. Like they have the best offense or one of the best offenses for those 2 or 3 years. He's gone now, and you have to start from square one, find another diamond in the rough instead of maybe just getting that guy to be your head coach and just stay there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I think who's that nerd from Miami?
Like Miami.
What's his name?
Had, like
Mike McDaniel.
Oh yeah, Mike
Yeah.
McDaniel.
Yeah, I feel like I think they stuck with him for so long because he's the type of guy that if y'all can get like a good like team around him, like he like that's why I don't think he's head coaching material, but I think that if he was just a coordinator, then he'd get like I don't know, there's a poaching or like something that goes on. So they try to establish him. I think the biggest problem with Miami was Tua can't stay healthy, or he's just too inconsistently bad. But
Yeah.
that's not important. I don't know. A lot of there's so much head coaching moving going around. I guess I didn't expect to talk about it as much, but I think I just rambled on.
I do have one
For a
thing
little bit
about
about
Mike McDaniels that I got an update about. He's actually done with the Browns. He's not gonna pursue the Browns anymore, or like anything. He's done talking to them.
Has he ruled out anybody else? Anybody in Pennsylvania?
No, I think that's all. That's all that
Okay,
I
good.
saw.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah, he still has a head coaching interview with the Raiders and the Ravens, but he pulled out of the
Ooh,
Browns.
Mendoza and him though.
Yep.
That would kind of be nasty. That is unless Geno Smith bounces back to All-Star. I'm joking.
Oh,
It's not happening. That is not happening. I'm ready to
And
keep
he's
going. What was the next
interviewing for
game?
the Chargers OC job today, and he already has multiple OC offers.
Do you think the Bills are gonna get rid of Joe Brady? Because I feel like he was a pretty solid OC. I think he did a good job.
Yeah, I think they should keep him. They might maybe even.
What if they're just cleaning
promote
house?
him.
I mean, you know what I mean? Because he's been there.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess
But
when
I
it
like
comes to
him.
coordinators, it's up to whoever they hire as head coach.
Who
That's what
is
we did
being
with our
picked by?
defensive coordinator.
Who is being picked by their old GM / new general of, or new what's his name? President of football operations.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know about.
Did
We'll
you all
see if
see
he can make the right
the Baker drama with the Falcons this afternoon?
No.
That he still hates Stefanski.
A Falcons
Ben, you take it
beat
away.
writer-
Yeah.
Falcons beat writer said Falcons Kevin Stefanski had a dumpster fire at quarterback in Cleveland. Baker and Deshaun Watson failed, which started a chain reaction of 11 other starters. And then
Baker didn't fail, he got
quote
hurt.
tweeted it on Twitter and said, "Failed is quite a reach, pal. Still
he got
waiting on a text/call from Stefanski after I got shipped off like a piece of garbage. Can't wait to see you twice a year, coach."
Oof. That's kind of
fuck with
baller,
that.
though. That kid's kind of baller. Oh my gosh, those games are even going to be more hype. Holy shit! Are you ready now, Ben, to have to defend Kevin Stefanski?
Yeah.
Okay,
He also
let's go.
There's also a report that came out before he got traded that he requested a trade and said it'd be best for both parties. But that was also after everything came out that they wanted to trade for Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got. I think Stefanski is still a good coach. I think he did get screwed after Baker, which I don't even know if Baker. I don't know. Was Baker his fault that they got rid of him?
They just wanted an adult, like a veteran in the locker room, is what they said.
I know they
Deshaun
which
Watson.
is no. That's. I think they thought that he had a bad year because of the injury. He played through injury.
Yeah.
I think that's, and again, no one else thought he was good either. His stock was terrible. Like he was going to the fucking
he went
Panthers.
to the Panthers for the fifth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then he got picked up by the Bucks and he's locked in. But that Panthers team did have Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. That is funny. But I think I don't know. I think Stefanski is good. I think he did get fucked with quarterbacks after Baker. and there was constantly a good defense, and I don't know. I don't know what Shador is, but I think he might suck.
I don't know
He is
what Shador is.
terribly dumb sometimes. He has some plays and some like moments and some like you see the talent there, but his brain needs to advance a lot. Well, we'll see.
Yep. We'll see for sure. Stefanski, I think he's a good coach. He did win Coach of the Year, I think twice.
I think he's a good coach. I still like him.
Yeah.
He's better than what's his name? Raheem?
My Coach of the Year.
Really?
That's what my prediction was.
Was that before?
That was before the season, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. What was the next game?
Moving on to the next game. That's a good question that you asked. I have it right here. We have the Texans and Patriots. Probably one of the sloppiest games that we've seen in this playoffs. And that
one was crazy.
And we had to sit through the Niners Seahawks. So we're saying something.
Yeah, the difference between that, this was like, I don't want to call it fake close because Texan had its chance, but they just played so terribly.
Yeah. Obviously, the conditions didn't help either team at all. It was sleeting most of the game, probably the whole game. I think it was sleeting.
It was disgusting,
and both teams definitely struggled to find offense. And what I said is if Houston just simply protected.
Whoa. Breaking news!
Uh-oh.
The Chargers are hiring Mike McDaniel as their new offensive coordinator.
Whoa!
God damn it.
Damn.
That's so good for the Chargers. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Sorry interrupting. That was lit. I just saw that.
No,
it just popped up.
That's valid. That's a valid breaking news.
That is crazy. We just kind of talked about him. So do y'all want to say anything else about that hire? That's a great hire.
I think this is good for Justin Herbert and
dude, the Chargers might be nasty.
If
they're healthy, dude. If their offensive line is healthy, it changes everything. Amari and Hampton healthy. Lad bounce back year. Quentin Johnson. I don't know. At least he's not as ass anymore.
Quentin Johnston here. Quentin Johnston is here.
No, he had a great start and then he just kind of middled out. But he is not ass, and he is absolutely like I think he's a solid wide receiver 2 and an unbelievable wide receiver 3 on a great team. That's my opinion.
Keandre Lambert-Smith.
I was just
Keandre Lambert-Smith.
Keenan
Allen.
Really good wide receiver, by the way.
Oh,
we will glaze Keandre.
Yeah, well, you can
Smith
keep going with what you were saying. Sorry, I know that was crazy.
The day we die. But
what's up?
Well, we'll glaze Keandre Lambert-Smith until we die.
Heard.
I wonder why he pulled himself from the Browns head coaching thing if he's just gonna take another job hours later.
A coordinator job. I know, it's interesting.
He didn't say he pulled himself from the Raiders head coaching job.
Oh, he didn't even see the fucking Eagles, bro. God damn it.
I'm trying to pull up the...
Dude, I'd kill myself.
Yeah, he withdrew his name from the Browns head coaching search. That's what he...
I would...
Yeah.
Dude, let the Eagles get Cliff Kingsbury because he's going to be on a fucking mission after the Washington dropped him for no reason.
Oh, true.
I don't think they should have dropped him. I thought he was pretty good still.
Yeah, I think they just let it be because, he'll find a head coaching job probably.
But Jaden Daniels hated it. He said no, which is weird because he's their star quarterback. I feel like you listen to him, right?
Yeah, you should.
He said, I didn't want him to leave. Why would they get rid of him? I feel like it's stupid. Also, Terry said no. Everyone was like, no, don't get rid of this guy. We want him. And they're like, nope, he's gone. And now
bring him to the Browns and get us Jaden Daniels.
Shador for Jaden. And then maybe we'll throw in Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah. And
two is better than one. I don't know. Well, yeah, Kenneth, you're talking about the Texans Pats.
Oh yeah. Sorry for the interruption. We had breaking news there.
No, that was good.
It was great.
That was me who did it. Yeah.
Yep. And I said, if Houston simply protects the ball, they probably win this game. I mean, CJ Stroud never looked comfortable in this
Holy
game.
shit, he looked terrible.
And it kind of raises the question, should the Texans have turned to General Mills at some point?
He's the franchise guy, and you've seen better from him, and he was better in the second half.
Yeah.
I think it's not like that doesn't happen a lot. That's something that like some crazy motherfucker in college, like Nick Saban, does.
Yeah.
But that usually does not happen. Because again, unlike a college team, this guy's going to be in the locker room for what seems to be a couple more years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you turn away from him in a playoff game because he's playing terribly. That's almost like that is like a breach of like confidence in him. Like that's such a nature that like they might have had to trade him if they did that. You know what I mean? Like it'd be crazy.
Yeah.
To pull him. So I don't think it's different in college.
Yeah, I respect that. And but I will say
Probably would have played better.
Either way, CJ Stroud definitely needs help on that offensive line.
Oh yeah.
Get him some help.
And he needs to play better. I think he was still pretty
better,
bad too.
Yeah.
But no, it's both.
I feel like every single play he was feeling the pressure and just uncomfortable with every like interception. Yeah, one or two of them weren't his fault, but I mean they're still interceptions. They still count as a stat. Yeah, I hate to be that guy, but I mean,
did he get stripped too? I think he got stripped.
I think he did. Yeah.
Yeah, because May also got stripped. So yeah, they both did.
And Nico Collins was indeed out with a concussion, but
that's a huge deal. And then Schultz in the first quarter. Ugh.
Oh yeah,
that's their other guy.
And then Stroud did have his weapons. I won't consider Jaden Higgins, but he is one of their wide receivers. He is a rookie. And then Christian Kirk available. Because
Kirk, bro.
We love Christian. We are Christian Kirk. Does that get us taken off the radio?
No.
Okay, good. And then the offense just needed to be more productive than it was.
Way more.
And then on the other side, the Patriots didn't really play clean football either. But
they only scored after the turnovers. They were getting low-key locked up.
Yeah, they were clearly the better team, though, even with the mistakes. They controlled the game and still won by 12. Given the weather, some sloppiness is understandable, especially when your defense shows up and closes it out. It wasn't pretty.
Do you guys want to hear a fun fact about the Patriots?
Yeah.
Sure.
The Patriots are the first team since 1987 to win a playoff game with 250 yards or fewer, 13 first downs or fewer, and 3+ turnovers. The last 30 teams to post those marks all lost by an average of 21.3 points.
That's crazy.
Are you there right now?
What do you mean there right now? I've just about finished it.
Okay.
What?
Hello?
Finishing what? Oh.
Oh.
Huh.
Okay.
I guess we're not going to finish that thought.
Yep.
But it wasn't.
CJ Stroud. Is the first quarterback ever to have 5 or more interceptions and 5 or more fumbles in one playoff run in NFL history, and he did it in 2 games.
Yep, he did it in one. He did it. He did 4 interceptions in the second quarter alone.
Yeah,
that's insane. That's the crazy thing. But
I know
the game wasn't pretty, or the win wasn't pretty, but it was effective, and New England did what good teams do, and they won the ugly ones. There's nothing really to note after this game because, no injuries other than Dalton Schultz. I kind of forgot that he got hurt. I think it was it his knee or something? Or
I don't know.
Dalton Schultz injury. It was a calf injury. It's not that bad. But yeah, Nico Collins was out with a concussion in this one. And Andrew's muted in case if he's just, listening and putting in a word. But not responding. And
He said,
he said he'll be back in
I'll
3
be back
minutes.
in 3 minutes.
Heard. But
Heard.
that's all I really have to say about this game, other than the Patriots beating the Texans, and it was sloppy.
Yeah, it was not a very fun watch.
Yep.
It was just very sloppy, bad offense on both sides. Mainly because the Texans defense is just that good. But then on the other side, the Texans offense is just so bad. CJ
Yeah.
Stroud had like the worst 2 game stretch by a quarterback ever.
Yep. And it, especially against the Steelers, like that's why I said that the Steelers might win the game in my predictions.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Next and final game of the divisional round, we have the Rams and Bears. We didn't watch this game fully, but the Rams won in an overtime thriller. We saw the very end, and then the Rams pulled out an overtime win in what turned into a gritty defensive battle between two really legit teams. Obviously, Ben Johnson, Sean McVay. I think we will see that probably next year as well, when the Bears are the 1 seed, because that's just how the Bears are going to be. Super early predictions for the 1 seed in the NFC. Let's go. But yeah, Caleb Williams finished with 23. He finished 23 of 42. Jesus. For 257 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions. That's a lot of interceptions there. Kind of what we saw from Josh Allen with his 2 interceptions, or CJ Stroud with his 4. While Matthew Stafford went 20 of 42 with 258 passing yards, but no touchdowns and no interceptions. It's rare where neither quarterback truly took over. Obviously Caleb Williams had his moments and of glory, but he still had his flaws of the 3 interceptions, so he didn't really truly take over. And then both defenses made life difficult all night for both sides. Chicago's defense held Matthew Stafford without a touchdown, and that's no small feat, especially even if they weren't able to force an interception because of that. Because usually you would think, no touchdowns from a quarterback. You would think at least 1 interception, maybe 2, but 0 interceptions, and they were the most turnover. They had one of the best defenses in terms of turnover differential. I'd want to say they had the best turnover differential in the league. I think it was by a big gap, maybe 10 or so turnovers.
Can I say something about their turnovers?
Yeah.
Though I think they played really, 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 really good in the playoffs. I'm shocked that they were this good in the playoffs. But I think the defense, especially in the regular season, most of their metrics were pretty below average, stopping the pass or the run or the individual down to downs. It's actually the fact that their entire defense was predicated on getting the turnovers, and that's what basically swung them different games. I think they played a lot better in the playoffs, but I think their defense is kind of fringe top 10 outside of the top 10. That's my opinion on their defense. I think it's overrated a little bit.
That makes
sense. They only get turnovers.
That makes sense why they lost to the Niners a few weeks ago, and it goes to overtime basically. And then
if they don't get a turnover, then their defense is just kind of mid. But it's solid. It's not terrible. But they played way better in the playoffs. So they were just good in the playoffs. They were locked in.
They were definitely locked in. Caleb Williams definitely did have his 3 interceptions. That just shows how good the Rams are. on defense. It was
I think that's a
definitely
Caleb too thing. Oh my gosh. It was both. It's both though. It's always both.
Yep. And then the Bears consistently disrupt the passing games and kept the Rams from finding the rhythm through the air because Matthew Stafford didn't throw a touchdown. And Puka Nacua didn't even have a good game or a great game. Like, Puka has his games, and they were able to shut them down,
Mm-hmm. I think it's more Stafford. I think Stafford looked rattled.
Yeah.
I think their entire Tay didn't even have a catch till like pretty deep into the game, and I think it's when I didn't even consider this as much like in the regular season because they were just their offensive line was so good. But if you get pressure on this guy, he does not go poop mode, but he is not the same player at all. He's not like the most efficient passer in the league. It changes. So when we get to predictions, that'll come into play. But they were able to rattle him. I don't even think it was big. I think Puka still played pretty solid. He was still fighting for extra yards, being a physical freak. And Puka had he was great. Like one of my favorite things about Puka is that he blocks well. He's a good blocker.
Yeah.
Just like there's some guys that are in the league like that are just terrible blockers. Like Devontae Smith is a better blocker than AJ Brown. I don't know. Like it's just fun. I don't know. Yeah, Puka's like the best, and he blocks so awesome. He's just the GOAT, bro.
Sorry to talk about basketball, but the parlay that we're sweating, Mark Williams needs one more point, and then we move on to the Spurs.
How much longer in that game?
7 minutes.
Well, that's my game. I turned it off because we're getting fucking raped.
Yeah, I know.
Well, everyone's hurt, and Maxey has missed every shot he's taken.
Mark
Williams is on the floor.
He just got a rebound. Offensive rebound.
You said he needs one more point.
Oh, he missed a putback layup.
We cannot do the play-by-play on the pod. We cannot do the play-by-play on the pod. What else? What else do we got?
I do have a few more things on this game. I do have something to talk about where LA made the difference was on the ground, and it was Kyron Williams running the ball or carrying the ball 21 times for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns.
They should have gone to it more.
Yeah, I mean he's one of the best running backs.
No, Corum is good too.
I know they have one of the best duos.
Yeah, they're great. They're a great tandem.
And giving the Rams the balance and physicality they needed in the key moments when the passing game stalled, and then the run game did keep them alive and ultimately won them the game. And yeah, overall, this felt like another classic defensive showdown between two elite teams, with the Rams simply doing just enough to survive. And then despite the loss, Caleb Williams did deliver one of the moments of the season, making an unreal play on 4th down with barely any time left in the 4th quarter to keep the Bears alive. It was a very special play. Obviously, they were in the red zone, and Caleb Williams rolls back kind of like you do in Madden or like CFB, whatever happens when you get pressure and you just run straight back. And he kind of did that, and then he just launches it deep to a wide open Cole Kmet, I believe, and catches it in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. He threw that thing like 40, 50 yards. He
is so crazy. His talent is like, who can make that throw? He's so athletic. He whenever he runs, he looks like he's going super speed, or his body is. Like Caleb Williams is awesome, and though you definitely have to fault him heavy for the turnover to end the game and the other turnovers. Yeah, like you have to balance that with the fact that he did that on 4th and 4 with no timeouts, needing a touchdown. With 20-something, 30 seconds left. It was like this dude. Like if he just refines himself, holy crap! Like I think Ben Johnson's the perfect guy to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's all I have on that game.
Ben, you got anything, or do you want to talk about anything specific?
No, not really. Just that how Matthew Stafford didn't really look that good.
No, he didn't.
And that that interception by Caleb Williams when DJ Moore stopped running his route.
I think it was
I think it's
both
kind
though,
of
because
both people's
yeah,
faults.
but yeah, like DJ Moore was like haphazardly running that entire thing, and he could have made it would be hard because that ball was not well thrown. But I guess he like
Yeah.
could have, like he could have tried to make a break on the ball maybe.
Yeah.
So I give it both. But one more game, right? Or is that the last game?
That is the last game of the
Oh, so we're getting
divisional
into
round.
predictions.
We're gonna get into our predictions. First we're gonna start off with the AFC Championship, and do y'all want to start it off, or do you want me to like go crazy and talk about
Ben,
it?
you want to start it off?
With the predictions?
Yeah. AFC Championship.
Denver
Yeah, sure.
and New England.
So we have Denver versus New England, the Stidler.
14-3,
versus,
14-3.
Yep. I have the Patriots winning this game. I don't know
Yeah.
who I would have had winning if Bo Nix played. Probably
Here, just think about it. Yeah, no, like
Broncos.
quick. Who would everybody have if Bo was healthy?
Denver.
We can't go
Broncos.
too deep into it. You said who, Ben?
Broncos.
Kenneth?
I had Denver.
I think I would too. That's crazy. Okay. You keep going, Ben. You keep going.
Yeah, but I have the Patriots. I don't just because obviously Jared Stidham from Bo Nix is just so bad.
No, that's a crazy switch.
It is crazy. It's going to be a pretty good case study to see how like a championship team does in like an AFC championship with a quarterback that literally hasn't thrown a pass the whole season.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see how they
It's going to be super interesting to see.
overtime playing a guy.
I really hope
Same
it's
exact
close.
team, just- I know.
So you
But
have
yeah,
the Patriots. You want to say anything on it?
I don't know who's the. I don't know. I was gonna say, you talked about the whole playoffs how the Broncos are just the better Texans, but now that the Broncos have the Stidler instead of Bo,
They're just the worst Texans.
Yeah, I was gonna say the worst Texans, but I mean CJ Stroud was so bad.
I would give the run game to New England as well. Wait, did I just say New England? What am I? To the Broncos as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Texans running game is non-existent.
Terrible. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, again, they would be just the better the better Texans, and the Texans played like shit. So I think the Broncos probably would be the favorites to win the game and the better team. Oh, maybe Stidham can have the game of his year. I mean, the game of his life. Maybe he can have two. Shout out Nick Foles, bro. What a troll.
But
okay.
who'd you have in this?
Oh
one?
Yeah, like I was Ben pretty much said. Like if you're thinking of the ways that the Broncos can win this game, I think it's going to be the run game being the focal point of the offense. Even though that most of the year they throw the ball quite a lot, they like throw more than they run it. Like, did y'all see J.K. Dobbins come off the practice window or whatever, the injury report?
No, I didn't, but I knew he was probably going to come back.
I saw he's questionable.
Yeah, he's questionable now. I don't know if that'd be a good boost. I think he's clearly the better runner now that we've seen a lot more sample sizes of R.J. Harvey, who I think he's a great like catcher of the ball and just getting it. Like I think the screens really work, but
he's a great
as a down
back.
pound to pound back. What'd you say?
He's a great receiving back. They talked about it during the game about how he was a great receiving back in college.
But like just like the down to down like pounding running back stuff, I think that JK's better. So that's the only way I really see it happening. But the Patriots are a good defense. They're good run defense.
Yeah.
They're solid, especially with their big guys coming back. Shout out Milton Williams, shout out Eagles. But yeah, I got the Pats. I also think Drake May is good. And those receivers are playing good enough. I don't know.
Well, my prediction, I have a really long note list for these next two. I still think the Broncos get the job done here.
Wow.
I think
Why?
I think they have the better defense and overall
Yeah.
a more complete offense. Yeah, they lost.
No.
They lost Bo Nix. It doesn't change my confidence in them.
That's crazy.
Stiddy.
They throw the ball more than they run it.
Yeah, they have great receivers.
You think Stidham is going to go in against and just like fuck shit up?
I do believe in Stiddy. I believe
What
in
is what
Stiddy.
else has he done? Like, what are his credentials? Like, where else did he play?
Let's look real quick. He started off. He got drafted by the Patriots. His career stats.
Or just give me like a game where he started. Like, just see what like it is.
Game where he started.
Or a couple, or his starting stats, like in games, like game to game, just to see if like I don't know.
He didn't play in 24. He didn't. He started with Denver in 2023. His last game it was against the Chargers on New Year's Eve. He went 20 for 32 with 224 passing yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, and a long pass of 54 yards. The game after that was 20 for 34, 272, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and a loss. Then the year before that, he was on the Raiders. He started this game against the Niners on New Year's Day. The game went to OT and a loss, 37-34. 23 for 34, 365 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Against the Chiefs, 22 for 36, 219, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. 2020, he didn't really start any games with New England, but I do know in his rookie year he came in for like Tom Brady one time, and I don't know, he didn't really do many like great things, but his last game was in 2023 where he threw for 272 yards against the Raiders in a 27-14 loss.
I don't know. He just kind of sounds like a man backup quarterback. I think in a playoff environment, first time he's been playing forever. I don't have confidence that he'd get it done.
Well, I think that the Broncos have the pieces to win regardless. In a weirdly ironic way, the situation mirrors Bo Nix's own past when he went to high school, or when he was in high school visiting Auburn, which was Bo Nix's first college. Jarrett Stidham was the starter there. And now we're seeing a similar setup again with Stidham stepping in on a big stage in the AFC Championship game. And it also feels eerily similar to the 2016 AFC title game when a backup quarterback had to face the Patriots. Back then, Peyton Manning entered the playoffs as the backup and ended up winning it all. Obviously, history doesn't repeat itself exactly, but the parallels are hard to ignore. And for those of you who don't know from that year, obviously, I wasn't fully into football, but I have seen videos about it. And it was Peyton Manning did not have a great year. He had a 1-to-2 touchdown to interception ratio where he had 1 touchdown to 2 interceptions. And he got benched for Brock Osweiler in week 10 of the NFL regular season. And then he was the backup and then came in for the playoffs.
Their defense was basically all-time great.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what this defense needs to do.
Yeah. And another reason I'm leaning towards Denver in this one is that they're just more battle-tested. They have the head coach to get the job done who's been in these moments. The defense stars to be able to slow New England down because all they need to do is shut down Stephon Diggs and Pop Douglas, and they're pretty much good. They just need to stop the run game after that. And, you know, the only realistic path that I see for the Patriots to win this game is to control the run game, like I just said, and running it down Denver's throat and, you know, keeping Denver's off.
I think Drake May could get going.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the only way.
I mean, but I feel like the passing game for the Broncos is a lot. It's a lot harder to pass against the Broncos than to run against them. Because we saw how James Cook was running all over them, but then they were able to stop.
Yeah,
it
but they were able to
eventually.
throw the. I mean, he was able to get something in. I don't know. I think they also have a good coordinator, and Drake is pretty similar to Josh Allen if you're thinking of archetypes,
True.
and he's got better receivers. I don't know. I think Drake could definitely get going. And again, I don't see the Broncos scoring it like more than the Patriots. Like it would have to be the defense making some crazy plays.
Oh yeah, and I think that'll happen. Just like with the against the Bills, where they made that the interceptions, the key interceptions about the fumbles. And stuff
That was
and
so
blah,
sick.
Blah, blah. But yeah,
Do y'all think it's controversial? If that's a catch or not? I can't believe we didn't talk about that.
No, I don't think it's controversial. It shouldn't be. That was an interception because he didn't survive the ground.
What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, I think it was pretty clearly an interception. And I put that
Yeah,
on
I don't.
that throw on Josh Allen. Because I don't
What's
know
up?
why you'd throw a 50-50 ball to Brandon Cooks.
I put it on Cooks. I think that was still he should have come up with it. He just got bullied. Like it was in his hands,
I mean,
and
he's not
the dude
he's
just
not a
ripped
go
it
up and
out.
get it guy.
I don't know. That none of
If
it.
Josh Allen put a
His
little bit
guys
more
suck.
on it.
No, he should. No, it was a little underthrown, but I still put that majority on Cooks.
Yeah.
It was in his hands. He's got ripped it out.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Joe Burrow actually found his Twitter password and posted
I'll have to
about
see
it,
that.
saying that nobody knows the rules and stuff, and like the refs made 2 right calls, and yeah, that DPI at the end was also a DPI.
It was. He
Yeah.
was early.
Yeah, you can make
And the
case-
first one was not, but it doesn't
Yep.
even matter because Bosa freaking roughed Bo.
Rough.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, they didn't even like that's all. That doesn't even matter. And the other one, yeah, he was clearly early.
Yeah,
Yep.
I had to argue with my dad for 5 minutes.
but yeah, I think the Broncos get the job done. Y'all both think that the Patriots get the job done. I'm also sticking with my pre-playoff predictions, and I'm also going to stick with my AFC champion or
Do you
AFC
think
winner.
if the Broncos win this game, they're gonna win the championship? That Stidham's got 2 master classes.
Dude,
I
think
if
so.
they meet the Seahawks, the Seahawks have better defense than the Broncos, and they clearly have a better offense. I don't know. I don't think there's any chance that the Broncos win the championship.
Who's the backup for the Rams? It's not Jimmy G anymore.
It's Drew Lock.
No, that's
The
the
Rams?
Seahawks. Drew
No,
Lock
no,
is
no,
Seahawks.
that's Seattle.
It is Jimmy
I'm
G.
looking it up. Oh, it is Jimmy G.
Yeah, it's
Um,
Yeah.
the Jimmy G stir.
I'm trying to
Seen him in a
look.
minute.
Patriots backup quarterback is Josh Dobbs.
Yep.
Why are we looking
So
at all the
if
backup
you-
quarterbacks?
If you take away the starting QB for all 4 teams left, who would you have winning the Super Bowl?
I'd still take the Seattle. I think they're the most complete team.
Drew Lock.
I believe
Yeah,
in
I think they're the
Jimmy
most
G
complete
is
team.
playing a Super Bowl game. You can't say
I
that
think
about
I think we're
backups.
already seeing Matt
I
Stafford get
believe-
rattled by the pressure. I don't think there's any chance Jimmy G is gonna stay in there like a king.
And
And
also Josh
Seattle has the
Dobbs
best defense.
had lightning in a bottle last year.
That's true.
I believe in Drew Lock more than I believe in Jimmy G.
Yeah, and I think Seattle's even the more complete team anyway. And then you add on top that Drew Lock is probably the better backup. It's just boom, boom. I think they win. I think they win the whole thing because they have the better defense than the Broncos. And if you're going up against the Patriots, I don't know. Josh Dobbs is mid, and then he's going to be going up against the best defense left in the playoff field.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
Next is the NFC Championship. We have the Seahawks and the Rams.
Ben, you want to start this one again?
Yeah, sure. I've been riding with the Rams for the NFC the whole time, but I feel like now is when I'm going to switch it up and go with the Seahawks, just because of how bad Matthew Stafford was getting pressured and how bad he looked. with that pressure. And I mean, Seattle after this game against the Niners, literally putting them away in the first
Just
10 seconds, like
yeah,
Kenna
it was
said.
nasty.
I think, and playing in Seattle, I feel like I think this Seahawks are going to win this one.
I'm podding. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yep. I got the Seahawks because of Matthew Stafford's woes in both games in this playoffs. And now they're going to play their best defense yet by far that they faced.
I'll say my piece because I've got a long thing again. I think this game could be one of the best games we've seen all season. And that's obviously saying something because we had games like the Broncos, Bills. We had games in the regular season, a bunch of games that were contenders. I think Giants, Cowboys, where it was crazy. You could consider the Packers, Cowboys as a contender. Bills, Lions game of the year. I think that was a really good game. There's a bunch of games that could be contention or could be contenders, but my reason for that is because it's two division rivals. The stakes are at an all-time high, and it's a matchup that you can. It's hard to predict. Am I right?
Yeah.
The last time these two teams met, it was also at Lumen Field. And it went into overtime where Seattle erased a 16-point deficit with under 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And even after the Rams scored an OT to go up by 7, the Seahawks answered right back and went for 2 to win it all. And that game alone is why this matchup feels so evenly matched. And as much as I'd honestly love to see both teams make it, I'm going to have to lean with Seattle on this one. A big reason for that is Sam Darnold, the former number 3 overall pick, was written off by just about everyone. I think we all can agree about that. He got a chance in Minnesota, a spot where many honestly thought he probably wouldn't even succeed or obviously they drafted J.J. McCarthy and he kind of wasn't supposed to be there. He kind of wasn't supposed to be that guy. He was supposed to be that backup role and the leader, the backup mentor. And he led that team to a 14-3 record. It is what it is. They lost and stuff because, he didn't look good. And now in Seattle, people, myself included, definitely doubted him again. But he obviously continued to prove the critics wrong by leading the Seattle Seahawks to a 14-3 record and the number 1 seed. And they're just looking as dominant as ever as the franchise has been in years, with home field advantage, confidence, and momentum on their side. The Seahawks feel like the team to beat in this championship game. Especially when two rivals know each other this well, anything can honestly happen. But I'm rolling with Seattle on this one. And, they just look like the better team. They probably are the better team. And they're also 2.5-point favorites going into this game. Andrew is gone. And
sorry, I was muted. I was still muted from when I was talking with Luke. Yep, I also have the Seahawks, even though that my preseason prediction was pre-playoff predictions was the Rams winning it all. I think they are the more complete team. Again, I think they had the second best defense in the entire league behind the Texans. And when you're putting them up against, when you're comparing them to the Rams defense, which does have a secondary issue and has had trouble getting pressure at certain points of the playoffs, I just think that alone just puts them so much far above because we've seen the Rams struggle so far in the playoffs. If the Rams hadn't struggled and they'd still be their well-oiled machine, then I would pick them because I didn't have these worries about them going into the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I think it's clearly the Seahawks are the more complete team.
Yeah.
Just because when you bring both of these offenses to like a similar level, which is what I've seen in the playoffs so far and what pressure has done to the Rams, then it's just you got to go the Seahawks.
I mean, yeah, they went toe to toe with the Panthers, and then they went.
Yeah, they didn't look
overtime.
that good. They looked like they were playing their worst ball, and they played their worst ball again.
They went into overtime against the Panthers too, right? Or did they?
They did, right?
I think so. I believe they did.
Jeez, I think they. I'm looking it up right now. Like that is crazy to think about.
But I mean, the Panthers.
No, they did not. They did not. They did on a field goal.
Yeah, it definitely went down to the wire though.
It did.
But
the defense got to stop.
Yeah, and then them going into OT against the Bears. Yeah, the Bears are a great team, but they're not on the level that Seattle is. And I just feel like that Seattle
No, they're not.
takes it in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it is a divisional matchup, so they both know each other really well. So I feel like it's hard to predict, but I mean...
It's going to be such a good game, I think.
Yeah. I'm glad this game is at night and not in the morning. Or it's it's at 6, not 3.
Yes. It's going to be perfect.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it for our NFL playoffs. That was the bulk of the episode. We've got last night. We're recording this on Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. Last night on Monday night, the College Football National Championship happened. Indiana versus Miami, and I'll take this one, because I have the whole thing written down. I have but yeah. Anything to say before I start and go crazy, go ham on it?
Ben?
No.
Mendoza's crazy. That play that he made is iconic forever now. I think that even though Signetti's like a legend or shit, I think it was a bad decision not to try to win the game straight up. And they went for the possible loss on a touchdown by settling for a field goal and not only running up the middle 3 times. Granted, the false start did hurt them, but 2nd and 6, run up the middle, that stopped. 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 5 or whatever, it stopped again. And then you have to put your hands into the defense, which has been recently driven on by Miami. I think that was a tough decision. I would have been more aggressive, and just run your offense as you did, because they just marched across the entire field up until that point, even at that time. But it's fine. I mean, they won the game. Yeah. Carson Beck had a poo-poo head moment. 23-year-old quarterback who's been graduating for 2 years. The NIL is crazy.
Yep.
And I'm interested to see Mendoza in the NFL. I hope he does good because I love his character. I love that he loves the Uzi Vert, and I love the way he talks.
Yep.
That's all I got. It was a great game.
Oh yeah, amazing game. Fernando Mendoza and Curt Cignetti did lead the Indiana Hoosiers to their first national championship in program history, and in doing so made history on a national scale with a 27-21 win over Miami, breaking the U over the knee. I've been saying it all playoffs to Patrick at work, saying the U's getting broken this week, and it just didn't get broken. I didn't say it this week to him, and it got broken. So, hey, it is what it is. Fun little fact. Ben wanted me to buy him Indiana Hoosiers shoes, and I did get them for him, or he paid me for them, I think. I don't know. I don't remember what happened. But a while back in the summer of last year, Ben has a pair of Indiana Hoosiers tennis shoes from Adidas. Shout out Adidas. He also has Washington Huskies shoes. I have a pair of Miami Hurricane shoes. So, fun little fact. I don't like Miami. I just got it because the shoes looked good or looked cool, and I wish I kind of got Indiana's, but it is what it is. The Hoosiers did the Hoosiers capped off a perfect 16-0 season, becoming the first team since 1894 Yale team to finish 16-0. A season that started with belief, ended in immortality. Mendoza's gritty performance with him jumping into the end zone, including the dramatic rushing touchdown that I just said, was the kind of moment that will live forever in Hoosier lore forever. This game definitely had it all. Blocked punts, momentum shifting plays on special teams, on defense, and a game sealing interception to finally put Miami away. I definitely called that interception. If y'all were reading the text, which y'all probably were, I said I'm feeling a Carson Beck interception right here. And then I reacted accordingly. From chaos to composure to belief to history, the Indiana Hoosiers are your college football national championship or champions. And I did buy a quarter zip because I get half off Adidas. Andrew, you're muted just in case. And I just want to talk about a good legacy of the great Kurt Signetti, if y'all don't mind.
Sure.
Kurt Signetti's impact on Indiana football will be remembered as one of the most remarkable turnarounds in college sports history. He was hired in late 2023 after successful stints at JMU and other programs. Signetti inherited a program with one of the worst historical records in major college football. In just 2 seasons, he transformed the Hoosiers into national champions and guided them to an unprecedented, undefeated season. And from the moment he arrived, Signetti wasn't shy about his confidence. In his introductory press conference, he famously declared one of my favorite quotes by him: "It's pretty simple. I win. Google me." One of my favorite.
Is that old?
One of my favorite quotes that I've ever heard in a minute. A bold mantra that I don't even know what that word means. Shout out ChatGPT.
Mantra.
A bold mantra that quickly went viral and became a rallying cry for the new era of IU football. And then beyond the sound bites, Signetti backed up his swagger with results, earning back-to-back Big Ten Coach of the Year honors and reshaping a once struggling program into a championship contender. His emphasis on disciplined preparation, mental toughness, and seizing opportunities has not only rewritten Hoosier history, but set a new standard for what Indiana football can achieve. I love Kurt Signetti. I'm gonna be honest. I grew to love him, especially as a Oregon and a Penn State fan. He's got that Nick Saban type of mentality. He was a part of Nick Saban's coaching crew back when Alabama went on that crazy run. So Kurt Signetti does know what it means to win and build a dynasty. And that's a little thing that I wrote down about Kurt Signetti. Anything to take away on this game?
Did you say congratulations to friend of the pod, LeBron Bond?
Oh, congratulations to friend of the pod. I actually went to school with this guy, LeBron Bond, wide receiver. He played against ODU in the first game of the season, and he's a national champ for the Hoosiers.
I'm trying to see if he had any playing time.
He didn't play since the ODU game.
Oh,
His only game was
no, yes.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, he had a catch against Kennesaw State, against Wisconsin, against Maryland, against UCLA, and against some D2 team.
Ah. So against the dude so he can get, or the bad team so he can get development. I like it.
Yep.
Anything else we need to say about this, or are we gonna move on to the MLB?
I gotta go. Luke and my dad need me for something. We're moving something. I said put it off, but now they're getting upset.
Oopsies. Well, we're almost done.
I'll see you. You all can outro.
Heard.
Have a great day, Taste Buds podcast fans. Oh yeah. Yep.
All right. You were saying?
I just want to say congrats to my starting quarterback of last season, Grant Wilson, on winning the Natty as the third string quarterback behind
Yes,
the two
sir.
Mendoza brothers.
Yes, sir.
And
Wilson.
now with both Mendozas leaving, I wonder, you think he's going to be the starting quarterback?
Ooh. Is Alberto actually leaving?
Yeah, he's transferring.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh. Oh, he's transferring to Georgia Tech.
Oh.
Alberto. So, Georgia Tech's gonna be a dog. But, yeah. Great. So it's Grant Wilson currently is the starting quarterback for the Indiana Hoosiers. What a wonderful turnaround. Does that mean Colton Joseph, Hoosier, to win Heisman and then win it all? I think so. But I think that's all I got from the national championship. Anything else you got?
No, ODU was mentioned.
ODU was mentioned in the Natty, so they made it to the Natty. Big ups, and let's get rolling to the MLB segment. The biggest moves that shook up the MLB probably for the next few years, and probably a lockout's coming in 2027, but we'll get to that when it happens. First off, Kyle Tucker officially signs with an MLB team. He signs with the one and only LA Dodgers. 4 years, $240 million, $60 million a year, and a clear signal that the Dodgers are all in on winning now. And instead of locking into a decade-long deal, LA is paying top dollar for Tucker's prime years, and somehow a roster built for dominance just got even scarier. And then obviously don't blink, because the Dodgers are not done. They are still being linked to Freddie Peralta, a move that would take an already elite rotation and put it into the unfair territory. And if that deal happens, the path to a three-peat runs straight through LA. Meanwhile, around the league, Bo Bichette is headed to New York. The Mets land a franchise shortstop and a true cornerstone bat. Bichette's contract isn't just about star power, it's about stability, and New York now has a middle-of-the-order presence and an infield anchor as they try to keep pace in a loaded National League. And then over in Boston, the Red Sox addressed their biggest need. Ranger Suarez signs on to bolster the rotation, giving Boston a dependable left-handed arm who can eat innings and compete in October. It's not the flashiest move that we've seen so far, but it might be one of the smartest, raising the floor of their pitching staff immediately. The big picture, teams like the Mets and Red Sox are making strong investments, but the Dodgers, they're just operating on another level. Short deals, massive AAVs, and which is just the money that they owe per year, and a roster built to win right now. Free agency is long but over, but one thing is already clear. If you're going to want to win the World Series, you're going to have to probably go through LA. And I'm not talking about the Angels. I'm talking about the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it.
Third?
Anything you got to say about Kyle Tucker signing with the Dodgers?
No. It's just funny that the Dodgers keep doing the same thing, keep getting more guys, deferring money, getting best players at their position.
Yep. And only $30 million were deferred in this contract, fun fact. So it's not even that much.
Hey.
It's not even that much. But yeah. It's crazy. And I saw a tweet where someone said, "You can't even do this in the show," referring to MLB The Show. Like, you really can't. It's really hard to do it with the salary cap. You can't even do it with the salary cap on. The Dodgers are so deep in the payroll. I don't even think it doesn't even consider Shohei Ohtani's deferred comp money. I think it's still is 70 mil a year or something, or 60 mil or some, whatever it is. I don't know, but you can't even do this with salary cap on. It's insane. But yeah, it's something to note, and the Dodgers are going to run me for my money because we're going to win a third straight World Series, and then we're going to win a fourth straight when we sign Paul Skeens or Tariq Skubal. If we get Tariq Skubal, or if we get Paul Skeens or Tariq Skubal, then we're winning the next 10 World Series, and there will be a lockout. And there will literally be a lockout, and it'll be crazy. Because Tyler Glasnow, Yamamoto, Shohei Ohtani, Roki Sasaki, if he builds some pitches, or if he gets some pitches. We signed Edwin Diaz in the bullpen to be one of the best closers, or he's one of the best closers in the league. Being still in talks of getting Freddie Peralta. I mean, the league is doing it to themselves. The teams aren't paying their best players. Tariq Skubal, they're not paying him. Paul Skeens, they should pay him, and I think they did. But or they should pay him. He's not done with his deal, but they should pay him. Freddie Peralta, best pitcher on the Brewers. The Brewers went to the NLCS. I'm pretty sure. Or they were a division winning team. They had the team to win it all if they just pay their players. They let Corbin Burns walk a few years ago, and then they're just letting these guys go. And it's just the Dodgers are doing the right moves. They're making the right plays. And obviously the deferred money makes sense, obviously. And I also saw something where the luxury tax would be the 15th highest payroll. Or is the 15th highest payroll.
Wow.
And so their tax is the 15th highest payroll, which I can actually probably pull up. MLB Sport Track. Where is it? Contracts. Let's see. Let's see. Combined AAV. So, Dodgers are obviously the most expensive team, and then the Mets, and then the Phillies, then the Blue Jays, blah blah blah, with all $300 million, and then the Dodgers are $400 million because we have a fuck ton of money. tax. Where is it? I don't even know. It's crazy. $161 million is their tax.
Wow.
Is what their tax is supposed to be. Which is 161, I said. I believe that lands them 19th highest payroll. Or AAV payroll. Or whatever it is. And it's crazy. But
Wow.
enough on that. I think we're ready to get out of here and call it a night. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Taste Buds podcast. I'm back, and good little 3-man weave a little bit, turning into a 2-man at the very end, but it was basically over with the MLB content. Any closing remarks before I shut this thing down?
No, I think I'm ready to get out of here.
All right. Thank you guys for listening once again to the Taste Buds podcast, and make sure to have a very tasty day.